This is KTVO's Good Morning Heartland.
And welcome back. Ashley Hoke is trying her hand at cooking. She's at Indian Hills Community College with Chef Gordon this morning. Let's see what's on the menu today. Good morning, Ashley.
Good morning. I'm here at the kitchen at Indian Hills Community College, filling in for Camity Ray, who is actually with the Indian Hills basketball team in Hutchinson, Kansas. I'm joined by Chef Gordon and Scott. So, thanks for being here.
Good morning.
And I see that catfish is on the menu, so let's get started.
Yes, we're going to do catfish today. And catfish is one of the best selling fish we have at Hy-Vee. And, you know, Hy-Vee has probably the best selection of fish in our area. And catfish is one of the responsible choice lines we have. And what that means is if you go to Hy-Vee and you see a fish that has this sticker on it, it's responsible choice. And what that means is it is raised or farmed or fished in a manner that doesn't harm the environment, and the fish will be around for a long time that way. And it also keeps to make sure it is going to be around for a long time and not over being fished and stuff like that.
And it tastes good.
And tastes good.
Yeah.
So look for that. Responsible choice. And also it's USDC lot inspected. We have an inspector at the facility who does that. We're the only person in the nation who does that. So you know your fish is going to be good. You buy it from Hy-Vee.
Mm-hmm. And so we've been on a frying spree, right? Last week it was fried chicken. This week we're going to do fried catfish. So we've got a couple of whole fish with the heads out, obviously, and then we've got a couple of fillets. So we're going to talk about how to fry this up and make it good for dinner. Okay?
Sounds great.
All
I'm
right.
excited. I've never tried catfish before.
You're going to love it.
This will be an exciting day.
Okay.
All right, so we'll send it back to you, and when we return, we'll get started.
All right, in the meantime, let's check back in with Ashley, who's learning how to prepare catfish. Let's see how things are going. Hey, Ashley.
Good morning. I'm back at the kitchen at Indian Hills Community College with Chef Gordon and Scott, and we are about to begin the catfish making process. So let's get started.
Okay, just like last week with the fry process, we used some milk or buttermilk. You know, and you don't have to leave it in here for a long time. I think an hour is nice. The lactic acid is going to break down some of the fiber in the meat. Of course, it's tender anyway. So we've got a whole fillet in here. We've got the whole fish, and then, you know, if you want to do nuggets or strips, you know, we don't call these fingers. Fish don't have fingers, right? So those are strips, obviously. We're going to put that in the milk. Also, we're using this Shore Lunch breading. And you can make your own, but I love these. They're very inexpensive. They've got all the seasoning in them. Easy to do.
And Hy-Vee has tons of different breadings you can use.
No, you brought everything in the house.
Yeah, there's thousands of them. But
It's always good to have
and they're
a
all
selection.
good. Yep.
So we're going to move immediately from the milk because you got to have something on there, okay? So it's going to adhere to the flesh of the fish. And this is a real nice cornmeal batter. It's got black pepper and salt in it, some seasoning. If you wanted to put, you could do some Cajun seasoning in here too, if you wanted it spicy, or maybe Tabasco. So we're going to take some of these nuggets up too. And again, just toss it. Now we're going to move over to the fryer. And last week on the chicken, we did 300 degrees, okay, because we wanted to cook it slowly. We didn't want to brown it. This is at 350 because obviously this is going to cook a lot quicker. So we're going to go in with the whole fish first because that takes the longest. Okay. We're going to go in with our nuggets. All right. And you can use a thermometer if you want to. I'm going to get another piece of fish. You can use a thermometer if you want to. That way until you get used to the idea of cooking, but after you've done it 500,000 times, you know, you can just tell when the oil is right.
I've always noticed when the fish is done, it's when it starts to float.
It starts to float up a little bit, yeah, and then just give it a few more minutes, and then you're done.
What kind of oil are you using here?
This is peanut oil. I like peanut oil, but if you've got allergies, you can use a straight canola oil.
Sure.
Or oil, any kind of vegetable oil. So we're going to let this fry, come back, right?
Absolutely.
Have breakfast.
Yeah, who doesn't love catfish for breakfast?
Some people do.
Right. All right, when we return, we'll be tasting some of the catfish. I'm excited. We'll send it back to you.
And welcome back. As you know, Ashley Hoke has been busy all morning long in the kitchen with Chef Gordon and Scott at Indian Hills Community College learning how to make catfish. Let's see how it came out and most importantly, how it tastes. Hey, Ashley.
Good morning, back at Indian Hills Community College with Scott and Chef Gordon, and the catfish is almost done. So we're just gonna put the few finishing touches on it and then taste it.
It is ready, and obviously these are going to come out a lot quicker, okay, and I've got something to absorb some of the grease so you don't have a greasy product. Now this is beautiful to me. I mean, look at this. People are going to go out and spend a lot of money to have this at a restaurant, but you can do it at home for half the cost. And I'm not, you know, I go out when I can, but it's just these days, to me, it seems like it makes more sense to stay at home and cook and enjoy your family.
And that was relatively quick. That didn't take more than 6-7 minutes.
Really, this is a fast process. So, you know, once you're done, you're done. And that way you can get to see your kids. And again, now you can see here, this one's going to take a couple more minutes. I got a little bit, and that's a really good example of making sure that this is done. This is a fat piece. So again, if you're using the thermometer at home, you're going to do probably about 145, okay, on the internal temperature of the fish. So we'll have some nuggets. We've got some lemon wedges, because lemon's always nice. You could always come across the top of the fish like this.
Looks beautiful.
Okay, so if you want to
Hold the
grab,
mic.
Okay.
and we're going to take a little squeeze
Smells
of lemon.
good.
It does smell very good.
And most people like a little tartar sauce too, so I mean, you know, you could always do that. Mayonnaise, relish, lemon juice.
No, I'm pretty boring.
Okay, that's all right.
Okay.
That's a good piece for you. It's a baby piece.
It is a baby piece.
Yeah. Just got a really nice flesh to it. A nice texture. It's clean, right?
This is actually really good. I think I just found my new favorite food.
Good for you.
And it's easy to make, so who
Good for
knows?
you.
Hy-Vee,
Absolutely.
your seafood needs.
All right, well, thank you for the great tips on how to make a catfish, and we will send it back to you.